Hello, everybody. In this episode, we have another young Indian. Right now, we have with us Saswatik Tripathy. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Saswatik.
Hello, hello to everyone, to your audience. So this is Saswatik. I am from India and currently I'm working in Odisha. That's in Keonjhar district, one of the northern districts of Odisha. And here I work in a block called Banspal. Banspal is a block which is around means fully forested area. And especially there are two major tribal groups are staying and they are PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal group. And what we do there is actually to work on their voice, agency and local governance. The place is bit outskirts, not more than 20 kilometer away from the district headquarters, but still they are living in a different zone like things. So when it was like if we talk about forest and their rights on their forest, so they are staying in this forest from generations. They are the means what we can say the early persons who are staying in that location, but they still don't have any rights on it. So previously, if we see that the forest belongs to whom, if we see the history, uh, it was quite complex. Means the main forest dwellers are these tribal groups and people. But when there was a kingdom or rule of the king, the forest comes under them. Means the king was the ruler or the what we can say they are the custodian of the forest and what he demands he needs wood for his furnitures, for his war machineries, and also his house also. He needs ropes from the forest. He needs people for his entertainment when he went for this hunting. He needs some medicinal plants. So who will provide that? The forest dwellers who are staying there, they only provide. So in return, what he do, he actually gives a right to this community that you can stay, you can live there, and you can do whatever you want for your livelihood. So these rights are called Nistar rights like that. But there was no written document or nothing. Everything was verbal. Somewhere it was written, but not that much accepted. So what happened after that? Britishers came and they invade our country. That time, the Britishers become the owner of this forest. So what happened? They also need wood for their ships, for their different railways. Railways previously we used to do the wooden logs. So for that also they need woods. So they need to cut trees. But these tribals who used to stay in this forest, they feel very awkward when people from outside coming and cutting their trees. So they protested. So what happened? Uh, Britishers came into a very big problem because these tribal groups they are small in number but they are very firm and determined to protect their forest. So what they do, they actually uh, bring some laws. They do not oppose directly, and they said that forest is now the property of the British government and the forest dwellers they are actually destroying the forest so they have to go out of the forest and by hook or crook they try to capture the forest. So which are the forest they capture, they called it reserve forest. These forests are reserve and anything and everything is a crime in a reserve forest until and unless it is permitted. Even if we enter in a reserve forest, you can be arrested. So thus the forest department created in the British era. And where the community was very strong, like we know Birsa Munda, there are very strong leaders of tribal communities also. Those forests stay to the community. And those forests are in India now they are revenue forest. Means they comes under this revenue department, not in the forest. So after independence also there was no such thing about these forest dwellers. They get some rights over their forest. After independence, we need development, we need resources. We started mining, we cut trees, we need to railways, we need roads. That time also, we need dams. We cut trees, and the people from the forest they have to go away. So there was a very big protest over this forest. What happened in 2006? The government realizes that we have done a very historical injustice to these tribal groups. So what they did, they actually in India a new act came. So under this, the forest dwellers, the tribals and other forest dwellers, they can claim their forest land. They can get the title over it, and it will be a part of their everything will be they will get rights. They will get rights over their culture, they will rights over their knowledge, they will rights over their resources, everything. But till date, it's around more than it's going to be around 20 years, 18 years, but till date, not a very huge tribal communities get their rights. So now we are working on that, that how the community can get their rights on their forest tenure security, and we are building their capacities and enabling these situations and creating a platform where we can talk about these rights, these people. And after so many years of advocacy, this government also now accepting, and they also came with some schemes to give these lands to the people from whom it belongs to. So now after 1.5 years, we able to claim around 800 forests with the community, and they are now settling. So, but the thing is, uh, in this life where we are staying with so many complexities, so many demands, till date these tribal groups they may not have that much luxury, that much money, but they are still very happy with what they have. They don't want to come to these urban areas. Some people want they are coming, but there are villages where there is no roads, where there is no hospital, no education, means formal education, what we call education. But they are still very happy. They are live. They want to live there. It is their life, and they want they want to die there only. Whenever we are going and coming, we are telling many things that government is giving these amenities, government are giving those things, but somehow giving these people to these freebies somehow they that is also affecting the sustainability of the area. So these PPTGs, they this there are two PPTGs, Juango and Bhuna. And these Juango people, they there is a story that they are the son of a uh, Asur woman and a Rishi. I mean, it's a crossbreed kind of thing that one Rishi and one Osurani they called. From them, it was started their generation, and they have a like community hall kind of things. Every male come to that place in evening, and the male who are not married or old, they sleep there only. And the fire, there is a fire in this community hall, and that never ever that means stops. That is ever burning, and whoever needs fire from in a village, no one needs a matchstick or anything. They come, take fire from this place, and they use that for cooking or whatever kind of thing they do. So there is a very unique culture and very good thing they are living around. So whenever we are going and working with them, there is a sense of thing that I might not working in a that glossy corporate or something work, but still we are happy that somewhere near to the happiness we are living. Means this is actual the happiness. They don't have much demand. They don't have much need also. And the thing is, they live in today, not what we think that what we will do if there is a famine, what will happen if there is something come like to my family, a sudden disaster. But they live in today. They don't even think for day after tomorrow. I will, if I wake up tomorrow, I will work and I will eat, I will live my life. But who knows what is there in tomorrow? So that thing sometimes it creates also problem that we cannot uh, work sometimes. That sometimes we want to make them understand if you work like this, there will be a very glossy future for you, a very rosy picture we want to show them. But the thing is they don't want to visionizing that thing. They want to live in today, and this is the thing we want. And these people, when we are talking with them, sometimes I asked, do you love to go to this capital city and stay there? So they tell what is there. I know there is good road, there is good medical facility, but if I don't work there, I will not get food. I have to work, but I don't have that skill means I will be in starvation. But in my village, there is a lot of resources. There is a lot of things. If I don't work also, food will come into me. There is a forest. If I go to forest, I can grab some fruits, even mango, jackfruit. I can get some mushroom. I can get some herbs. So I need not work every day. So this forest is our reservoir. This forest is our pride. This forest is the resource what we want. But if I go to a urban city, I have to pay for everything. So this a life where we have to pay for everything? And thing is that people in these places they love to be with the nature. Means sometimes it bring them for any exposure visits. After 1 or 2 days, they feel very suffocating. That this place is not meant for us. This is not even a place where we can stay. The air is not suiting me. So like that, they want to just come back to their roots. And this is the thing they'll love. And this is the thing I also love. I am coming out of my hometown and I am working here. But the feeling that returning to the roots, we have to learn from them. And this PVTGs will take this particularly vulnerable tribal group. If they don't have this feeling of coming to the roots, what will happen? Slowly they will extinct this group. So this is also important that they have this feeling of coming to these roots. And what we can say, this Keonjhar is also this block, um, very high in mining. There are 5 to 6 panchayats are there. There is highly mining works are going on, and but still there are a lot of people coming from outside, lot of vehicles, lot of people, lot of cultures, but still these people do not lost their identity, do not mixed up with this outside people, and still they have maintained their individuality or culture. That is a very impressive thing for us. And mining, on the other hand, is important for development, but it also destroying the forest. So this community forest right what was we talking about, this is very much needed for these places, for these particular groups who are totally depend on these forests for their life and livelihoods. And I think this is very much needed, and they should know the power of this act, and they should claim their rights over their forest. So we are working on it, and they are also understanding and supporting us and coming together. And nowadays government also is very supportive and open to give back their rights, but sometimes this rights is a very complex thing, and the matter is on land, so process is bit slow because we need collaboration of 2 to 3 departments, and coming they are coming together to a same place, it is always not possible, and they come to a same place and same pace and same uh, decision. So the process of giving the titles is very slow, but I hope it will be a better world very near future.
Okay, thank you, Saswatik. It is quite a unique thing that you have told us, or at least me. I was aware of the tribal population of Odisha, but the details that you gave. Let me ask you a couple of questions. First, how you came to do this work, right? Because you are not from Odisha, you are not from that part, no? How you came to do this work, and just as a minor footnote, what language do you speak into them?
Yeah. So actually, I done my studies on this, my bachelor's on agriculture, rural and tribal development, and then a development management course in Madurai. After the placement only, I am working on an organization called Foundation for Ecological Security. So after that only, I am here and I am placed here. And I am not a Odia person, but I learned Odia within 2 3 months, and then in these places they have their own language, but there are people who understand Odia, so I have to accompany with them, and things are now bit easier for me because there are some words I can talk. Means for making a greater communication, always we don't need to know the language. Sometimes your attitude, sometimes your humbleness, they should feel that I am one of them, not a outsider.
Mm.
So that sense should be there. Means this is the matter of land. I can fraud them I can take their land, but when we were going to the field, what I do, what I ever read, what I ever know, I kept that thing in the office and then I went to the field. At the field, I become a very independent and ignorant, means I don't know anything. I first try to know from them. After they give their opinion, I start. Then I start to talk why I have came here. Why should they do claim? First of all, they don't want to claim. They don't understand the gravity of the situation, that forest is there. This is not a goat. This is not a cycle that someone will come and take it from us. So who will come and take? This is our forest. We are staying here for generations. So no one can take it. Like that, there is a thing. But as it is a mining area, it is easier for me to make them understand, to show some examples that there is a mining and they do not take the forest, but they can throw you outside your forest. So like that, it was a very good thing. But there are some places who have not even seen the mining or the cruelty of the society what have done. They have seen, they have not seen. So in that case we have faced some difficulties, but somehow we managed to make them understand, and they are very means simple and very, they have no complexity in their mind. They cannot imagine that someone can come and throw them out of their forest. So sometimes we need to show them this cruelty of this world to them, that then they can secure their forest for them and their future generations.
All right. Wonderful. All right. So tell us about who you are working for. I'm not familiar with it. Tell us who this group is.
I cannot understand.
So who has hired you? You said you were placed here. Some group has hired you, right?
Okay.
So tell us about that group.
Yeah. This is an NGO called Foundation for Ecological Security. This NGO actually work on commons, means common pasture land, forest, like things we have work, and we just want to work to restore and protect the forest, means commons. So we believe that if tenurial security is there, so there can be a, means if people can get this tenurial security over their land and things and access to their resources, so there will be a very good ecological health and a resilient ecosystem like things. So there is a very good story. Uh, Once upon a time, there was a person who is always in debt. That person is always in debt. So one day his mother died, and he don't even have a single penny to spend for the last rites of his mother. So he went and borrow some money. No one wants to give money because he always borrows. So thing is, somehow he get some money from some people, and just on the way to this cremation ground, he was very hungry. On the way, he saw a, means food stall like puri and jalebi. So he put his mother aside, and with that money, what he have, he went to eat. And what happens after he eats? There was another person came, and he told that he is also very hungry, but he have very few money left in his hand. he have his mother to do his last rites. So he was in a very this situation what he will do. But at last he gave that money to that person for eating because he have not eaten for 5 to 6 days. That my mother have already died, and what we can do, we can arrange something else for her. But if I do not give the money, this person may be died. So the thing is, there is two situations. One side, her mother dead body is his mother dead body is there, and he went for his own hunger. And on the another side, still his mother dead body is there, but he pays that remaining money to his charity. So that essence that all human are very good and kind until and unless he is hungry. So the thing is, if people can get their rights over their lands and rights over their resources, so they can easily manage their forest, their resources, their common land, and it will make a very good ecological health and resilient livelihood and ecosystem around the world.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
All right. Wonderful. Anything else you want to add here?
Anything else? So I will ask that whoever can see, it's a very nice tourist place also Camden. There are too many waterfalls. There are very deep forest. You can come for trekking. You
Mm,
can come for exploring. You can
mm,
come to know these tribal groups. You can explore this culture. You people can contact me,
okay.
anyone, and I will host, happy to host everyone.
Okay.
Because people should know there is a world out of the world is staying, people are staying here, and the more people will know, they will also understand that why we should protect this nature, why should we protect our world. Because when I am also staying in an urban area, I don't bother about this forest or forest dwellers, but they are the actual person who are protecting, for whom we can use these ACs and cars.
Mm,
The carbon we are emitting, they are the persons who are protecting our trees, and for that, that ecology have a balance.
mm.
So now this concept of carbon credit and all those things are coming. So we can work, or people should come. At least they should understand and realize there is a world outside our laptops, computers, our TVs, Netflix, and we can explore these things.
Okay. All right. Then let's end it here today. I want to talk to you offline, so stay with me. Uh, Thank you,
Yeah.
Sastrit, for introducing us to a person who actually knows what's happening in the tribal areas. Some of us don't even read about it, some of us don't even know about it, but you are living with them and you are telling us their story, and that's very good. So, thank you for that. Let's say bye to the viewers. I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. Till then, bye, everybody.